Hey guys, it's Levi from the Rag Company, and in today's video, we are going to be using steam to clean the Subaru WRX STI, otherwise known as TRCREX. Let's get to it. All right, so to get started, I've got a few products that we're going to be using. Now, of course, the good old standby O&R, but it's the new formulation. Also, I have O&R diluted 256:1 here in my IK Multi sprayer, and I have O&R in my bucket, also diluted at 256:1. And I have a pile of Eagle 350s thrown in that bucket as well. And finally, last but not least, the star of the show, the McCulloch 1270 steamer. And this little guy also has O&R inside it, diluted 256:1 with distilled water. So you're probably wondering, if this does so well, why are you using steam? Well, because of how perfect that paint is, we're gonna add an extra element of safety. So the O&R is gonna go in and it's gonna encapsulate. So we're gonna do a pre-soak in O&R to encapsulate and emulsify all those little dust particles. Second, we're gonna knock it out and hit it with the steam. This is gonna help remove any of those embedded particles that are still kind of stuck to the surface, because remember, this is freshly coated. Second, the steam will also reactivate and help emulsify those particulates even more. Kind of the long and short of it. I know it's a little crazy, but seriously, just watch. All right, so first things first, like I said, we're gonna be spraying it down with the IK Multi Pro 2 with O&R diluted 256:1. What this is gonna do, doing this pre-spray, is it's gonna be able to not only wet the car down, but it's also gonna grab all those dust particles and pollen and bee poop and everything else that's on the surface, because we have been driving this vehicle. It's going to take all that and it's going to start to encapsulate it. When that product hits that surface, it encapsulates all that organic material and then proceeds to start the emulsification process, meaning that it's going to start breaking down those particulates into smaller and smaller pieces. Now, I'm making sure I spray the entire car, everything from the glass to the wheels to the paint. And now, with my steamer in hand, I'm going to give the surface that I'm working on a bit of a pass with the steamer. What this is going to do is also start that emulsification process, or actually it's going to supercharge that emulsification process. Now, in this technique that I'm using with my Eagle 350, I'm making sure that they are wrung out just enough that they are still dripping with liquid, but they're not sopping wet, unlike this guy. But you want to wring it out just to where it's just slightly dripping. Now, when I'm wiping on the glass, I'm just wiping. I'm not all that worried about putting any mars or scratches in the glass. It's not that big of a deal to me. However, on the paint, I'm going to be using what is known as a rolling technique. That rolling technique is where I'm going to be slightly pulling that towel up when I'm finishing my pass. That way, I'm making sure that the towel is always having a clean side to attach all that dirt to. And then I'm going to flip my towel and work to the next side. Again, using my steamer as a preliminary pass. This is literally the safest way to wash your car and the easiest way when you have the right tools. One of the other reasons I like the steamer is being able to break off a lot of those little contaminants without having to rub it. Rubbing causes marring, and marring is scratching. Now again, the great thing with the steamer is because this car is so clean and we've spent so long cleaning it, every little nook and cranny is clean. So the steamer helps us keep those little areas clean without having to saturate and soak everything as like you would with a pressure washer. Now I've sectioned off washing this car. I did all of the top surfaces first. So the roof, the hood, and the deck lid, and then I proceeded to do the sides, the passenger side and the driver's side, working my way from top to bottom. Again, I've been swapping out my towels and making sure I use all 8 sides as I make my way around the vehicle. Now, the wheels weren't that bad, and I did save them for last. Again, using my steamer, they were also sprayed with O&R at 256:1. I did a pre-spray with the O&R, then went over it with the steamer, and then hit it with the towel. Again, just wiping up a lot of the light dust, which you can kind of see in that towel. But all the brake dust, all the grime, all the road stuff, everything was able to get off. Now, again, made sure I did the paint first and then the wheels. And now it's time to dry. So utilizing those same Eagle 350s and a liquidator, I was able to dry the entire surface. Now you're probably wondering, why aren't you using a drying aid, Levi? Well, the thing is, O&R is a drying aid and can be used as a drying aid in many cases because it provides a massive amount of lubrication. So in this instance, I already had a bunch of O&R on the surface. The surface I knew was extremely clean, and all I did was take my multi-spray and pre-spray the surface again to those parts that were dried up, and voila, instant drying aid. This allowed that towel to glide effortlessly over the surface and not leave any marring or scratches. So there you have it, a steam clean with O&R. Literally the safest rinseless wash imaginable. So hope you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to comment down below. And we will catch you on the next one right here at the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.